Welcome back everyone. Right, so welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you guys are watching this originally, welcome to my Twitch stream, www.twitch.tv/Fletcher Harry's BPC Esports. Today we'll be playing Genshin Impact. The Inazuma Festival just came out today, so I need to adjust my camera a minute. There we go. So, let's let my Instagram know. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, my link's in my Twitch channel below. So guys, 2 minutes. Okay, right, where's my Twitch? I just need to make sure you guys can see and hear me, because I've been struggling a lot recently because of everything. Let's see. Right guys, so my aim for my Twitch channel is I need to get to 50 followers, and on my YouTube channel I need to get to 1000. So no pressure. Okay guys, just do what you want. Right, I need to go to my channel. So guys, just let me go and close my door. My brother likes to be very loud, by the way. Okay, right. So there. Right, welcome to all my followers who have joined us so far. Hope we're all having a good day. I'm just setting this up and then we'll begin the Inazuma Festival. So this guys will be a long while on here. It's going to take us a couple of days to get through it, but who cares? It's going to be fun. Right. Let's how's everybody's day been today then? So I'm getting my footrest out. Should probably go and refill that quickly. Usually takes about 5 minutes to load in fully. Welcome to the one follower who's now watching. We'll be doing the Inazuma Festival today. Yay! Cool. Alright. I'm gonna refill my water bottle quickly and I'll be right back, guys.
You. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Catherine. We heard that you have a new commission for us.
That's correct. There's a requester who has submitted a designated commission for the two of you.
A designated commission? Sounds like it must be pretty important. What kind...
There's no need to worry. This commission is not dangerous by any means. Perhaps you...
Yay! A festival! Oh, come to think of it, we haven't attended a festival in Inazuma for a while.
The Yashiro Commission and Lady Yae are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yae herself.
You know Miko. She always has some unusual ideas in her head. You can bet a festival planned by her is gonna be one to remember. We'd better go to Grand Narukami Shrine and see what she needs us to do.
Lady Yae is currently at Yae Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so there is no need to go all the way to the shrine. In fact, she is instructed...
Oh, well that's convenient enough.
Time to scout.
Aratani and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yae Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yae.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apekusu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera? Ahem. Onodera?
Oh, yes, Lady Yae. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
You are the one who organized the plans for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest. After all, you will be very
Yes, Lady Yae. Thank you very much.
All right then. Is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We're running out of time, so let's get moving. Chop chop! Hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission,
I hate the fact that I have my mic on
You
mute.
are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be getting back to the Grand Narukami Shrine? You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it! Paimon won't accept such a commission!
My, such harsh words.
Why did
It
they make
hurts to
travel
hear
so
that kind of
dramatic?
talk from you two. But as you can let me ask you, little ones.
Huh? But isn't that a given? This is Inazuma after all.
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, therefore, rather than sticking to this... I suppose I should start by telling you the origins of the Iridori festival. Legend has it that there were 5 poets in ancient every year. Thanks to them, as time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 kasen. The Iridori festival was also developed as a result to show appreciation for their works, which so greatly enriched our lives.
Sounds like a festival that's really rooted in culture.
Indeed. To describe it in the words of the ancients, it'd be refined elegance. Unfortunately, with the flow of time, people have gradually forgotten about the 5 kasen and the festival. Which is precisely why I've decided to revive holding a cultural convention featuring light novels.
But, wait a minute! Light novels?
Kush makes
Please
it about
stop
herself.
looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage, but nowadays the entertainment format of choice is light novels. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to come up with anything fresh if you're stuck using some rigid format of the past. Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now perfectly suits the current Inazuma?
She needs to
besides,
start listening
it's a
to
great
her
opportunity
own
to
words.
reintroduce...
Whoa, that was close. Come on, Miko. You can't fool us. We know you by now.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play in this. However, regardless of whether it's light novels or a festival, catching people's attention with a well, what do you say? Come, let's pay a visit to the venue in Rito together. There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more.
Oh, we're
Knights
already
and
in.
aristocrats share the same cultural heritage. But the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Should I run now or should I just walk there? I'll run.
More speed.
I'm sorry, I got the hiccups. Cool. Just making sure I actually didn't have you guys on mute again on my mic.
More
Because
speed.
for some reason I keep putting it on mute without realizing I do it.
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? Alright then, I'll teach you. Oh yes,
Oh, I'm being
I'll
lazy.
teach you alright. Mark.
During the Iridori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels. Once things are in full swing, this small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the Five Kasen Plaza during the festival, and nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise. You
Miko!
Yes, those are...
Ah, Lady I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities.
Be funny
It
to see
appears she mentioned it too.
Kamisata Ayato.
At last we meet again, traveler in Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring recently?
Oh, it's Ayato! Wow, so even a busy guy like you...
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Yae has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. There's no need to sound so formal. We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed rundown.
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the Iridori Festival originated from the Five Kasen. These 5 boards are here for painting their portraits. This Iridori Festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku decree, it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts. Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations. For example, the artists we have invited to paint these portraits. The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that staying in a... which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve as a guide for our guests. I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way.
Sorry, I was just replying to a message.
This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
Two days before the festival, large pasture ships for 20. Second day, shit, calligraphers, painters from everywhere. Okay.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so I must be going now. During the festival,
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention, so I must excuse myself for...
We'll see you soon, Ayato.
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure to pick up the passengers according to the times written on it. According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today. The artists for the 5 Kasim portraits should be on board. The boat should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks.
Is this where Clear eyes?
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt. The word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find...
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, when... Huh. Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Huh? Why's that? Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Venti no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an art. If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival, not only would it seem a little childish,
Someone's
it
peeking.
would also sort of be shameless.
Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon!
Is it bad this is the first time I've ever heard Klee's voice? This, like, honestly, I've never heard Klee's voice before. It's not what I expected. Even when I use her, like, I use her on my laptop, so I don't hear much apart from her idol is da da da, and then right, no, that's Hutaz. No, it's Dodoko, isn't it? Sorry, Dodoko. It's Dodoko. Dodoko, where are you? I don't know.
It's Klee! Were you also invited to the
No, Albedo's the one who received the invitation.
Hey, that's Albedo. What's up, Albedo?
But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days, Albedo arranged for someone here to issue me a dependent pass.
Oh, she's cute.
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. After hearing that Inazuma was making preparations for the Irodori Festival, I predicted that I might run into you here.
Yeah, pretty much. I still haven't heard her voice. I have her. I'll go listen to her voice lines later.
I knew it! Albedo's the one they've invited to paint the 5 Kassen!
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware, I'll be using my pen name in Inazuma, Calx. Oh, by the way, do you know where the International Trade Association is? I'll be meeting with the editorial director of the Yae Publishing House there.
Why can't I get comfy today in this chair? I hate the fact it's just started turning around now. There we go.
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where you'll be staying in Inazuma. We'll be heading there too.
So, need my charger. Right.
Great. Let's get going then.
Oh, that's crazy. I've had her all this time and I still haven't heard her voice. Like, she just doesn't sound how I expect her to, so it's weird. I should probably go and heal Eula up at some point. Yeah, I'll do it later.
More speed.
Welcome to all my followers, not her here. I don't know.
It's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
I don't know, I expected Cleo to sound... She doesn't sound like a child, if that makes sense. She actually sounds... I don't know. I'd expect that sort of voice on Amber for some reason, than I'll be Cleo.
Slow down, Klee. Please be careful not to bump into others. Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during... As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he said that he'd be sure to arrive before me. This might be a problem. Well, Mr. Hirayama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Kasen today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my painting.
You mean
Right,
you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the Irodori Festival. The first one, depicting Suiko, will...
The day after tomorrow? And you're already running...
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute. Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the Irodori Festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript. I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Ina's...
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic...
Of course, I
Paimon
would still
never
prefer
knows
to
what to
receive
say.
any possible reference materials in advance, so that I can be better prepared.
Oh, right! The editors of the Yai Publishing House will all be around the outlet. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hirayama's over there too. We'll take you...
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some...
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
Albedo is such a father, like... I could actually see him being a dad at some point. Don't know if you count like kids, but...
This can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave. Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
It's not even a day in and it's already causing trouble.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd... Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with...
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on?
Oh, hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hirayama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hirayama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
Oh, hold on. Excuse me. But you must be Calx, the one who was invited to paint the...
Yes, that's...
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 Kasen. I do apologize, but please, make yourself comfortable at the International Trade...
Oh, no need. You guys look super big.
Excuse me, but... Is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh? How did you know?
I need to get a comfier chair. Why did I get rid of my one?
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hirayama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have... To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hirayama directly. After considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Irodori Festival warehouse down by the docks. The Tenryo Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse. It was then that we...
What? The books are...
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Iridori Festival, but the author, Jinyu, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the...
I see. If Mr. Hirayama...
So the author of A Legend of Sword is Jinyu. Sounds familiar.
Oh, do you know him?
Shinjo would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing. Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse.
I completely forgot that was Xingqiu's name, in all fairness. I really need to listen more. Ah, Venti, there you are. Wondering where you got to.
Huh? It's you! Why are you here?
Why are you mad at Venti?
I'm here on behalf
oh,
of the
you're mad
Tenryou
at...
Commission,
Okay.
of course.
I think you're mad at
Is that
Venti.
surprising?
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you!
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So, tone-deaf bard. A suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you.
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is indeed me.
As I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft.
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Iridori Festival, he's failed to present his... And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze. If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh, Venti! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
It's Venti, what do you expect? He thinks he owns the place.
Ouch! Your words wound me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares.
It's you, it wouldn't be the same if it wasn't Venti.
You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding.
Similar means?
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally.
But why weren't you on the same ship as...
Well, once I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion wine. So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them.
And he drank all the wine at the same time, probably.
Once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way. I
Just
must
a
have
drunk
fallen
Archon.
asleep in the cargo
The Archon of wind or the
carefully
Archon of
comparing the
drinks.
tastes of dandelion wine. And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryou Commission General glaring at me from atop the grate.
Coming from Venti, this story is quite believable.
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA publishing house, and based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you have...
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
Hmm? But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Oh.
Huh? What?
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that, as for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been first, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights in the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And third, I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not...
Yes, I agree with your... Mr. Hirayama. The Tenryo Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse
I bet
staff.
there should be a
If you
detective,
come across
not an
any
artist.
further clues...
Yes, understood.
I suppose I'm free as a bird.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't asked...
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Sara's quite the meticulous one. So,
Yes, the invitation letter. I'm truly sorry.
how?
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place.
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time...
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand.
I'm waiting for him to tell me to put it in a bottle.
I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time.
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be.
Huh? You're way ahead of Paimon.
Ah, yes!
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further However, starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International... Now, if you'll excuse me...
I give up with NT, honestly.
Sara. Alright, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference materials.
Mr. Hirayama, I'm Calx. We had original...
Ah, yes, so you are Calx. I'm very... These are the materials regarding...
Why does the first one sound like Venti, in a nutshell?
Let's see here. Yes, it's just as I had suspected. Monikers such as Suiko and Aoi no Oki, though there were once many stories, but at the very least, we...
So, is the...
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still...
I am sorry that this information is not... Though Lady Yae did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5 Kasen. So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart, and...
That does sound like...
Thank you, Mr.
Great. Tomorrow morning, Mr. Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the Yae Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is a success. You have my gratitude.
Well, seems there's nothing... Huh? Betty? What are you...
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment?
I didn't even realise he'd left. I thought he was like right there. I don't know.
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper?
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this morning, I didn't think much of it then. I thought it was merely a scrappy, but on second thought,
Let me see.
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to... this story...
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday.
Oh, indeed it is. Interesting, isn't it?
Yes, I concur. The person who left this paper could quite possibly be the criminal, or even a witness to... But why leave the paper here in such a...
All right, let's not get meeting together and eat...
Hey! You just sobered up and you're already thinking of... and let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete. We don't...
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together. It'll be my treat.
I get up. Characters are confusing.
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. If I use a model as reference for the piece, we must pay him back with the appropriate
Oh,
recompense.
Venti's exactly the same.
In that case,
They basically just get stuff out.
one year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Wow, you really came through, Albedo. You were able to complete the first portrait before the opening ceremony.
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics. My figure is particularly striking. Even though I'm sound asleep in the portrait, I still appear as glorious as always.
Venti's ego needs to be taken care of.
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, Tone Deaf Bard. You were just
Like a
model,
puppet
the
takes
person
care
in
of
the...
it.
Well, Albedo, who will be...
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next one? Who knows?
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the 5 Kasen. According to the reference materials I was given, we've only found...
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first paper...
It certainly is a possibility. For example, the reference materials make mention of 5 legendary figures. Yet all the... It appears that throughout all the stories, there is never a chapter dedicated to Kuronushi.
Yes, I'm also curious about these stories myself. But who knows? They may merely be akin to the old saying in Mondstadt. Seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time. So for now, we need...
That was fun. I need to do this as well, but I'll do that later. It's time for me to do this first. What's that?
What a coincidence. I was wondering where I might be able to find you, and... Can't I come and see you when nothing is up? Alright, as much as I'd like to sit and chat with you, this time I'm here mainly for Klee. Before bringing Klee here, I told her many stories about Inazuma. However, I've got others. Inazuma is not like Mondstadt. I can't just let Klee wander off by herself when I'm busy with other things. So I had to have her stay at the She hasn't complained, but fortunately, I now have you and Paimon. So,
He's making me babysit Klee, isn't he?
Yay, Mr. Honorary Knight's here! What you talking about, Mr. Honorary Knight? Are we gonna go play? Yeah! But Albedo is really busy. I can't go too far away or...
Aw, Klee, you're such... Paimon's very thoughtful, thank you very much. Paimon always thinks of you whenever she's eating a... Yeah, that's smart. Anyway, it is pretty cruel not to let Klee go out when she was so excited to come here. Yep. Allow the almighty traveler and dependable Paimon to bring Klee on a tour of Inazuma.
Klee? Do you want to go?
Yay!
As you know, Klee is our Spark Knight. You must keep her safe and sound. By which I mean, Try to keep her out of trouble.
So don't have her blow up anything. Okay.
For instance, if a mountain in Inazuma was to lose one of its peaks, or if there were an explosion somewhere in the city, Klee could very well get a... Glad to hear.
I promise I'll bring you back an awesome souvenir, Mr. Albedo.
Great. I look forward to it.
There are loads of cool things to do in Inazuma. Try the local cuisine, visit a shrine. What do you want to do, Klee?
Cuisine? What's that?
You know, food and drink. Byron just meant we could take you to a local restaurant.
A restaurant? Yay! Snack time!
Got it! All right.
If I'm doing the Inazuma Festival, might as well. Where did I put her? There she is.
Yeah, let's go on a big adventure.
2, 4. Up here.
Some in the field
Should have actually deployed that team as well.
May knowledge guide you.
Hiccup.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
They're making me take Klee to Inazuma City, are they nuts? I'm waiting for her to walk out to Raiden with a bomb and Raiden be like, boom. That's so funny to me. Yeah. Why does that sound funny to me?
Wow, something smells so good. I think it's coming. Mr. Honorary Knight.
Look, it's not noodly soup. It's tonkotsu ramen, actually.
Oh, so, what are those yellow and red thingies on that plate?
You're kidding, right? Those are tri-flavored skewers.
And what about this little yellow?
That's an egg roll. They're amazing. Have you really not tried one before?
Wow, tonkotsu ramen, tri-flavored skewers, and...
They sure are. Guess you're not from around here if you haven't tried any of these before.
At least she's made a friend.
Let me buy you an egg roll with my allowance so you can get a taste of our Inazuman food.
Did this guy just... I don't even want to know.
Really? But, Master Jeans...
Also, that's your allowance, right? Taking another kid's allowance.
Oh, I remember you. You're Yoimiya's friend. How come you know how to make egg
rolls are a piece of cake for this guy.
Really?
All right, we'll be...
Mr. Honorary Knight, what do egg rolls take?
Let's cook some egg rolls. The egg rolls actually. That's fine. Actually, I think I can buy sugar from this place. always helps. Can't even select her. Wait, where are all the... Oh, they're all down there. All the Archons are down here, then you've got Zhao at the bottom as well. Poor Zhao. That's better.
Mr. Honorary Knight, what do
Wow, you really can cook them. You're awesome, mister.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, these egg rolls are pretty good, but I still...
Who is Yoimiya? She makes egg rolls?
Yoimiya can do anything. She tells stories, keeps goldfish, makes fireworks, and gives us candy, too. Yoimiya's pretty much...
For me, the best, most awesome person in the world is my mom. And Klee knows loads of other great people, too. Like Mr. Albedo, Mr. Honorary Knight, Master Jean, Kaya.
Surely she's not going to name everyone she knows.
Oh, well, I don't know any of those people. But anyways, in most festivals, Yoimiya's so busy that you can never find her. But this fest, she seems like she hasn't been in a great mood recently.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go and cheer Yoimiya up. Let's go see Yoimiya.
Yoimiya, don't be sad. Oh, I know. Let me tell you something. That yesterday, I won 3 beetle fights in a row against that guy with the horns on his head.
We finally get to hear about Ito again. That's fun.
Wow, Matsuzaka. Nice work. It's not easy to beat Ito.
Don't worry, Yoimiya. Maybe you can't light fireworks during the Iridori Festival, but there are still lots of other...
I know. Thanks, you guys. It's just that fireworks are banned in the city for a few days. I'm not that upset, really.
Yoimiya, it's me! I want to introduce you to a new friend, an Outlander girl. I just met her.
Klee! My name is Klee.
Nice to meet you, Klee. I'm Yoimiya, and I run Naganahara Fireworks.
Again, this is the first time I've ever heard Yoimiya's voice because I don't have her, and when I did all of the stuff for her, I had my laptop which doesn't have sound. So this is the first time I've heard her voice.
Hello.
I love the cute outfit, with the hat and the cool little symbols. So unique. And your backpack, wow, it's really well made.
That's a 4-leaf clover. Mom and Master Jean said it can bring me good luck.
Really? That's awesome! Also, that little fairy on your backpack is super cute, too.
That's Dodoko, my best friend. We always go fish blasting together in Starfell.
Oh, Dodoko? What an interesting name. I really like it.
Yep. My mom says that when a Dodoko is born, it rides the wind and goes off on a big adventure.
Ride the wind and go off on a big adventure? Klee, your mom?
Yep. My mom is the best and most... And Yoimiya, Iwao was right.
Thanks, Klee. I feel like we really get each other. We'll be great friends. I'm sure of it.
It's so heartwarming watching these two chat away.
I kind of want Yoimiya now just to give Klee her new friend.
Hey, Klee! Since you like 4-leaf clovers so much, why don't I make a
Yeah! And after the fireworks...
Hold on a second. Fish busting? No way. Albedo was pretty clear about that.
Oh, oops. I get so excited that the folks from the Yashiro Commission specifically warned me that no fireworks are allowed.
What? It's not allowed. But... Aww. Okay, then.
Hey, come on. You just made a new friend. This is a happy occasion.
Ah, now I've got 2 sad fire users on our hands.
Yeah, we still have loads of things we can do. Right, just like Saika said. There are lots of fun things.
What do you say, Klee? Sounds like the Iridori.
Oh.
So I just reminded me, I need to check my emails today. Nothing today. No. Oh, I'm not running. There's no way I'm running.
Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai? Oh, what a long name.
By Kawabunga Iki. Yeah,
Kawabunga.
Really strange name.
Who's this Kawabunga? It's pronounced Kayabuki Ike. That would be me.
I was gonna say, it's Mikey from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there.
Outlander Brigade is a new series of mine, and When the Wind of Death Blew Towards the Blonde Samurai is the first volume.
Outlanders, Big Kaya says that every good story has to have best friends in.
Absolutely not. I would never allow such cliches in one of my... This is a book about betrayal, blood, and tears. A long and lonely struggle. A stubborn samurai's path to the truth. This is the kind of story that needs to be told.
Oh, is that right? Well, I'm not sure that's a very...
Hey, miss! Don't go! Are you sure you don't want a copy? I'll give you 40% off.
That guy's desperate to sell.
Flowers for Princess Fischl. Oh, look! It's Fischl's story.
That's right! Flowers for Princess Fischl.
Nope, but I know Fish'll story. Fish'll always hangs out with Oz. Everyone in the Adventurers Guild knows. It's just like how me and Todo... I wonder...
Oh, Klee, I'm afraid it can't be helped. There are a lot of flammable items at the festival.
Darn. It seems like even the Iridori Festival can't cheer Klee and you and me up.
Why can't we just take him to like Lura or Mondstadt and just set off a firework? That'd be fun.
There must be plenty of things you can do with Dodoko besides lighting.
Yeah, like, Wait, so that's what you're suggesting?
That's right! The Iridori Festival is a place for putting your work on display. You could show Dodoko's store. Bingo! What do you think of that
Mr. Albedo taught me how to paint. I can paint the story of Dodoko's adventure in Inazuma.
I can see her doing pretty well at that, to be fair.
Very imaginative. I think it's a great idea. We could even put the finished story on display at the festival.
Yay! Great! Dodoko will be so happy.
Perfect! Okay, so I have some paper, paintbrushes, and paint at the shop. Let's go to the shop and paint.
Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
This is just making me want Yoimiya more now.
Those two can run so fast when they're motivated. We better catch up.
I went the wrong way. Oh, let's do this actually.
Add Astra.
There we go. We're done. Alright. Don't talk about my level.
Just had a discussion, and
we're gonna keep the content of the story a secret from you guys.
Obviously, I can't tell you why. Or you can keep exploring the festival while we're busy in the shop. We'll be here when you get back.
So, Albedo asked us to babysit Klee, and now Yoimiya's offering to babysit Klee. Yeah, that works out.
Come on, Yoimiya, we should get going. Let's go inside and start painting.
Paimon was hoping that we could all paint together. Actually, Paimon's got an idea.
I'm not gonna sneak peek, come on. That's just mean.
So, what does Dodoko do? Ooh, that sounds great! Is that what you're painting? It looks beautiful! Once you're done painting, let's go get it printed. We'll print a whole bunch of copies and go hand them out at... although it'll cost a lot more to get it printed.
It's okay, Yoimiya. I have some Mora.
50 Mora is, well, if we don't have enough...
Mr. Honorary Knight has helped a lot already, so I think I should just go fish blasting to earn some Mora.
No fish blasting. Paimon and the Travelers.
Oh, then we've got no choice. will have. Who's Mr. He's my older brother. He's super duper, and he knows how to paint too. He paints Hilly Charles, Kaya, and even
He
Dodoko.
paints Kaya.
That's why he came to Inazuma this time, to do paintings for everyone.
Oh, is that right? Then I guess Mr. Albedo must be an artist working with the iPublish.
An artist? Oh, that means he has 2 jobs. One as an alchemist, teaching Sucrose alchemy, and the other as an... Yoimiya, let me show you something. Mr. Albedo taught me you can paint Dodoko's color like this.
Wow, I can see the resemblance. All right, I'll paint the streets, and Klee, you fill in Dodoko's color. Hey, you can even write the story over here to explain what's happening in the...
Okay.
Ah, shoot! Dodoko sure had a lot of fun in Inazuma.
Those two sound like they really did go on an adventure with Dodoko. They couldn't be
Now, we have to get Dodoko's story printed.
Alright, let's go and get this done. See how much more it costs and if Albedo can do it or not.
Here we are. This is the Yai Publishing House.
Yai Publishing House. Ooh, it's Auntie Aratani. I know Auntie Aratani.
Auntie? Who's that calling me Auntie? Oh, it's the little girl who came with Mr. Calx.
Sorry. Got a wire stuck on me. There you go.
How can I help you, little girl?
Auntie Aratani, can you help me get Dodoko's story printed so that everybody
Came
can
out and
see it?
no, it's just stuck behind my jumper.
Dodoko? Oh, so you've been writing a story, huh?
Is not only that, Dodoko is also real. Look!
Huh? I don't quite understand.
We'd better explain this to her.
Oh, I see. Oh, the deadline has passed for accepting.
Auntie, are you saying Dodoko won't be able...
Oh, Klee, don't be upset. Miss Aratani, is there... We can pay extra. And if you're short on staff to help with the printing, I can pitch in.
Miss Yoimiya, I understand we've been printing many people's personal works for this festival. And a lot of the books are already well behind schedule. At a time like this, we really...
What do we do?
No, I remember this one time when I was little. I waited and waited. That night, I cried miserably. To this day, I still remember how... If we can't get it printed, then we'll just have to find our own way. I can paint. Over the next few days, I'll paint as many as I can. Then, we'll take those to the festival.
My, Yoimiya has quite a determined spirit.
It's Miko, and
we heard everything.
Oh, lady.
It's okay, I know. You were just following the... But our mission at Yai Publishing House is to bring dreams and happiness to the masses. It would be a crime... Let me think. Oh, I know. Yoimiya, little girl. You can print your book.
Of course, Lady Guji. Just tell us. Whatever this condition is...
Dear me, it's nothing that horrendous. You make it sound like I'm some sort of wicked witch.
You really want us to say you're not?
All I mean is, if you want to get your work printed now, however, there is only a small amount of space remaining in the book in question. Your book is too big, so you have to reduce it to about half the size. Is this a sacrifice that you...
Klee, Lady Guji is saying that we can print the book if we shrink it to half the size. Are you okay with that?
Yup, I am. Thanks, Miss Guji lady.
What an adorable little girl. Well,
yes, Lady I. I'll get right on it.
Sounds fun.
combining the prints is a plausible solution, but it'll cause a lot of extra work for the printing press.
No problem. Just think of it as my... Besides, the Yai Publishing House will need your help with the illustrations again next time, Mr. Calx. You could also consider it as my investment in you.
Knew there was an ulterior motive.
All right, I won't disturb you
Can't-
two any longer.
It's not Yai if it
Bye-bye
wasn't.
now.
Yay! Everything worked out perfectly. Now, we just need to wait for an update from the Yai Publishing House.
Yoimiya, Traveler. Thank you for keeping Clee so exceptionally well entertained for me.
No worries.
Yes, you're right. Clee is family, after all.
I thought I was meant to be picking somebody up, like, the next day. I'll wait until... Oh, hiccups. I need to get in ink in the mirror at some point. Did I seriously forget to collect this? Oops. That one's going to be difficult, but I'm sure I can figure out a way to do it. Well, I'll just ask someone for any tips on how to do it.
Look, Mr. Honorary Knight, Auntie Aratani brought us those. Now we can finally see what secrets Clee and Yoimiya were keeping.
Oh, it's really nothing that exciting. It's the story of Dodo and me, and you guys.
I love that one, that was funny. I like that.
Paimon's in the story too! This is Paimon.
Of course we included Paimon. This is the story of...
This story is...
Lady Yai wanted me to inform you that since this book was printed together with another work, we won't charge you a printing fee, but in exchange, the extra copies of your book will be included as a free gift with purchases of the other book. Is that okay with you?
Oh, are you sure? I mean, it's fine by us, but...
Actually, the book that yours was printed with is called the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Hey! So, Klee's mother is right?
Klee's mother, Alice, is a renowned adventurer in Teyvat, and the Inazuma edition of her popular Teyvat Travel Guide series is set to be released imminently. Lady Yai has already decided on how to promote it. A joint endeavor by Teyvat's biggest and best mother-daughter adventure duo. It's sure to be a huge hit.
That works.
Paimon knew it! Mika would never...
A typical move by Lady Yai.
It works out well for... Yup! I'm super happy because my book gets to be released together with Mommy's book. It's like me and Mommy going on an adventure. Oh, I'm so glad I came. The Iridori
Ah, this clear had fun. Right, I shall end the stream there for now, guys. I will probably stream again later. I will stream my Abyss run later. I've got a few other bits to do first, but I'll probably do my Abyss run later. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next stream.